Hi friends! Number 11. Summer Spirit. This one is the last in my series of 4-season color palettes, and the color palette is based on beautiful meadow full of flowers.
I enhanced the colors to be brighter because summer has that slight blue-grayish overtone for me. Around this one, there is another story, an old doodle. I've been doodling curving lines and decoratively matching shapes since I ever remember. Kind of meditation, relaxation, and intuitive channeling. The colors come the same way, and not only with these doodles.
Number 12 is called Stoney Point. It's actually a real place. The stony formation at the background in the picture on the right, that's called Stoney Point.
The place is simply amazing, and there is so much history behind these rocks, especially if you like classical Hollywood movies. So check it out. Blue surrealism based on a photo, summer palette colors, and an interesting techniques challenge for me as for the light and dark values. I wish I could have been there and done that as plein air.
Number 13, I called it the beginning, growing. And I would like to confess, I don't know how to use the old brush in Procreate.
This was my only attempt, and I could work with it. The same beautiful palette based on my grandfather's painting. An abstract doodle, my curvy shapes, broken because of the nature of the brush. A nice try.
Number 14 is called By the Old School. It is again my grandfather's color palette, and you can see the street of Jotets, which is connected to my experience with movies and filmmaking from 1982.
Another less whimsical and fairy tale-like street. More serious seems like attempt to capture the spirit of this town and a mystery of the history hidden behind these walls. This also used to be a Jewish area before the Second World War, and now no more. Many times I paint and then I have to study the work and try to understand myself because I'm simply channeling. Does our creator lead my hand?
Number 15, Sunny Temptation of Reason. This is again a kind of doodle, and I used to do these kind of faces quite often.
A sad, funny face. Sun as a clown. The divided face, the nice and mean side. It just came out without planning. What I planned here was to use a Procreate pencil to test what I can do with it. Temptation of reason? Well, it's because reason often stands hard in the way, and then comes a funny, sad face.
Number 16 is called A Walk in Alfama. Traveling is a huge source of inspiration for me, and I want to show everybody those places that I visited and relive them while painting them and show them in new and brighter colors of my choice.
Again, I used another Procreate pencil called Narindel, and to cover a whole painting area space with it was quite a lot of work, but it paid off. I also love this color palette, which I really limited. Not so much whimsical, but rather an illustration. I was out of my comfort zone, and I really like the result and want to do more in this style. Of course, the model, a courtyard in Lisbon, adds to the attractiveness of the piece, I believe.
Number 17 is called Super Bloom City. We are getting to the end of this review, and this is my another try of a Procreate pencil pen.
This time Derwent pencil. It is quite easy to shade with it, so the pencil aspect is not so prominent. The composition was also inspired by Lisbon, and the color palette is from Super Bloom Southern Californian flowers. Limited palette again, and my whimsical and decorative tendencies. I should do a real photo of Lisbon in this style. This one is just a fantasy.
Number 18 is called Beach Therapy. And again, I want to confess that I painted this one right on the photograph of me jumping at Newport Beach in California in 2020.
It was for my friend's short movie. A beach was and always has been a therapy for me. I needed a nice thumbnail, and so I painted this. The color palette is based on a colorful Peruvian corn. I think I used oil Procreate brush, and thus this is another Procreate oil I have tried.
Number 20 is called Ocean Beach Skies, and that's another remake of one of my oldest paintings from 2014, which I created in San Diego.
Color palette is based on a painting by Chagall, whose exhibition I saw just recently. Decorative but imperfect Art Nouveau sky and beach, loose painting strokes. I really appreciate the composition which I chose and the simplicity of objects. Here there's a lot of lines in motion, but a few objects to distract. It is a good finale of the year.
"90 pieces and 12 months. That means that's about one painting per month and a little bit more. That's about my pace of creating and painting. And what is my plan for 2024? I would like to do more sketching, learn how to use the oil brush in Procreate, try as many as possible of Procreate brushes, and create one brush artworks, and a lot of traveling and exploring, and also research for new beautiful color palettes. All my work is available in prints, so if you are interested, tell me about it in the comments or contact me on my other social media. So I want to wish you again happy creative 2025 to you all, my friends. Bye.